Can you hear me on this? Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Underwood Field, the 2025 West Virginia High School Football Championship, presented by Toyota, the official partner of the WVSSAC and West Virginia High School Sports. Toyota and your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the WVSSAC, supporting the high school sport all across West Virginia. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go play. My name is Jordan Murphy, and here with me is 5th grade Nitro Elementary teacher, Mr. Rustler. Also, former South Charleston High School head Coach Rustler. Today's matchup is the 9-1 5-seed Nitro Wildcats against the 5-5 12-seed Capital Cougars. The Wildcats have played once already this season, a couple of weeks ago, actually, where Nitro came out on top very defensively by an early safety in the second half. It was a very close matchup, and I expect it to be the same thing today. What do you think?
I think this is going to be a closer game. Definitely something that was a little bit of a surprise to find out that Robinson's not playing tonight. That is definitely going to hurt Capital tonight. Like you said, last time, I mean, it was a super close game. And I believe we still got a good one. I mean, Coach Carpenter's a really good coach, so he's going to have his team ready to go tonight. But, Nitro also is a very senior heavy, very experienced crew. So this should be a really good matchup tonight.
Thank you for that. And, Robinson definitely being out is a huge loss for Capital today. It could be a game changer, 100%. I guess we're just gonna have to see what Coach Carpenter has for his Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, this should still be a really good matchup tonight. I mean, Capital, they have a really good, they have a good quarterback. Offensive line play has been really good this year. Defensively, they're really good too. So this is a really good matchup. And, Carp has some speed on his side that should be able to keep up with Nitro defensively. So this is going to be a really good game tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited. But first, right now, we have a few interviews that the Wildcats did with a few of the players earlier this week. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at those.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Chat. I'm Brody Johnson. I'm here with
Malachi.
Malachi. I understand that y'all's playoff game is coming up very soon. And what's your mindset going into this game?
Laser focused. This is a big game for us, so we're coming into this week really prepared, focusing on the mistakes we had last week.
Malachi, you mentioned those mistakes that you did last week. What have y'all done as a team to just change?
So we watched a lot of film on those things, working on those things in practice, and just perfecting those.
Okay. Football's a very team sport. So how do you feel as a team y'all are doing?
I feel like we're getting better every week, playing together better every week. So I feel like we're ready for this game.
Alrighty. I'm Brody Johnson. Malachi Thompson. See you next week.
Ian, going into the playoffs this week, how are you feeling? Are you nervous, excited? How are we going? How are we doing?
I'm very excited. We played Capital 2 weeks ago. We came out with a win. So I'm expecting to come out with a larger win this time.
Now, the Capital was a rough game. How do you think you guys are going to improve on that, going right back at it? I mean, you guys are 2 weeks, like you said, 2 weeks ago you were facing them, almost lost, but got it in the end. How are you feeling?
I think we just had some tells in our offense. Whenever we were running it, I think they knew it was coming. So, we're drawing up some new plays, got some new stuff coming in, stuff they haven't seen before. So if we execute that, then we'll be all good.
So as a QB yourself, what is your overall view of the field? How are you looking at it? Are you afraid of their defense at all? Are you collapsing the pocket? You running out of the pocket with them? How's it going?
It really just depends. So before the play, I'm looking at coverages, I'm looking at weak points, seeing where I want to go with the ball with the pass play, and then once it starts, I'm looking at coverages, seeing which way the corner's turning, how the safeties are dropping, how they're moving, and then if the pocket collapses, I'll have to go out. If not, I try and deliver the ball the best way I can.
I respect that. I'm Jake Jernigan. This is Ian. I'll see you next week.
See you guys next week.
I'm Kaden Slines, and I'm here with
Coach Boone McKinney.
I wanted to ask you about your upcoming games in the playoffs. How do you feel about Capital?
I feel good. We played them a couple of weeks ago. It was a close game, but we ended up on top. So I feel good about it. We got some players. They're a little dinged up, but I think we're healthy enough that everybody's going to play.
Okay. What hurdles are you going through right now to prepare for the playoffs?
Just getting the guys' mindset in the right place. Practicing in the cold weather. And again, the injuries are just being dinged up. Nobody's hurt out for the season or anything, but just making sure they're getting the therapy and getting healed up and ready to play.
Yeah, so your upcoming game with Capital, do you feel as if that's going to be a harder game than the last one you've had?
Yeah, again, it was 22-20 last time, and I think they gained a lot of confidence playing us, and so we'll have to jump that hurdle, but I think our guys are ready.
All right, well, thank you for your time, and I will see you guys next time. I'm here with
Coach Beckner.
So I wanted to ask you some questions about the playoffs and what you're doing to prepare. What is the team doing to prepare during practices for the upcoming playoffs?
We're just really focusing on ourselves and just trying to really improve on doing all the things right and just making sure there's no penalties and no pre-snap penalties so we can do stuff the right way.
Yeah, so as you know, a lot of seniors are graduating next year, and there isn't going to be as many players. How do you feel about the team next year?
We're going to be fine. The kids work hard and stuff here, so as long as we get enough people out from the Nitro Crosslanes area and working out over the offseason, we'll be just fine.
So off of the practices, how do you feel about the upcoming playoffs?
We feel pretty good. As long as we play our brand of football, we can beat anybody in the state, and so as long as we do that, we'll be just fine.
All right, well, thank you for your time. That's it. See you next week.
Hey everyone, I'm Jake Jernigan, and today I would like to dedicate this episode to mental health awareness. A tragedy has struck at Nitro, and we lost someone that was really near and dear to our hearts. I want to tell everybody that you are loved, that you matter, and that people care about you. And if you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out to a loved one, to a trusted adult, or call 988 for more help. I'll see you next week.
I mean, it is a little
It's recording.
It's not.
No,
Okay, so I gotta go.
not like that.
Now about those mistakes last week.
Hold on 1 second.
Back here at Underwood Field for the 2025 West Virginia High School Football Championships presented by Toyota. A couple of playoff pictures tonight. Whoever wins tonight against Nitro and Capital will go on to either play North Marion, which is 9-1, they're the 4th seed, or Kaiser, they're the 13th seed, 7-3.
That's going to be another good game tonight, too.
Oh yeah. They play tonight as well, so we'll know who the winner of this plays tonight, actually, which is very good for hopefully before this game ends.
Yeah, I will say there's a lot of really good games out tonight. I mean, there's a really good group, good grouping in this playoff, especially when you look at the AAA picture right now, which I think it says something to the classifications and everything that they've done this year. definitely evened everything out a little bit more. There's been a really good competition here. I mean, obviously Bridgeport's still going to be the team to beat this year, like they were last year. But everyone, is pretty close in wins and losses. And I mean, there's some really good. I mean, you got over on the other side, you got Hoover and Winfield playing tonight too.
Yeah, I mean, that game is also going to be a really good game. Again, two teams that already played this season. So, what I like about that is both teams are kind of already mentally prepared for that team because they've seen them before. So I'm excited to see what each team has done differently to tweak their plays.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you look at single A, I think Man plays, I think it's Wahama maybe, and they literally played each other last Friday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're just turning around and playing each other again. It's kind of like similar to, wasn't it last year, Nitro played Scott the last game of the year to turn around and play him the first round again.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how everything happens like that and how games can switch because, 2 years ago when we played Scott back-to-back, Nitro won the first game and then Scott turned around and put a whooping on Nitro, actually. So, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, conditions are much better than they were last week. So, I mean, everything's in good shape. It's a beautiful night for a football game. It's not too cold. It's perfect.
Right. So hopefully tonight Nitro can get their famous air game going because last week, I think Duffy only had like 4 completions and most of them were screen passes.
Yeah.
So,
well, in a game like that, I mean, you got issues, and it looks like we're starting to come out here. Captains are entering for the coin toss. So, captains for tonight.
Captains for Nitro are number 77, Deron Parks, number 55, Mason Martin, number 23, Malachi Thompson, and number 3, Wyatt Soward.
And it looks like for Capital here, we got number 5, Damian Johnson, number 7, Fernando Valdivia. And as soon as I get the other 2 here, I can tell you what the other 2 captains are. And here comes Nitro to the field. All right, the coin has been tossed. Looks like Capital has won the toss, and they're getting a choice now. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Nitro has won the toss and elected to receive.
Very confident for Nitro there to elect to receive. I think also they would kind of probably just threw Capital for a loop.
Yeah, I've always been the type whenever our players went out, I always said, if you win it, defer it. I want the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
Now the officiating crew's meeting at the logo here, so we're about 1 minute to kickoff.
Let's talk about some stats for the Wildcats tonight. Ian Duffy is 64% on the year, thrown 30 touchdown passes, 2,645 passing yards, along with 10 interceptions. For receiving all those passes, Malachi Thompson, of course, West Virginia commit, leads them with 45 receptions, 922 yards, and 12 touchdowns. Now, Malachi is going to be someone for Capital to stop tonight for sure. I think last week with it being mostly on the ground because of the rain, I think tonight they're definitely going to start out in the air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the other thing is if you pick on that, I mean, Luke has also got 32 receptions for 574. So, I mean, he can hurt you too. And then, you've also got Burnett here with 40 receptions, 647.
Mm-hmm.
Nitro's got themselves a really nice roster, and they're healthy. All right, we're set to get this game kicked off. Into the end zone.
Touchback.
Kick into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats will take over first and 10 at the 20.
Wildcats going to take over at the 20-yard line.
Now, the interesting thing about, these two teams playing each other 2 weeks ago, the benefit, too, is, once you enter into the first round of playoffs, is, coaching in playoffs, too, like, we get every game. So we went from just having a few games to we have your entire season.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting what wrinkles they come up with to maybe give them a little bit of a hard time because, yeah, they played each other 2 weeks ago, but they both learned something from each other.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Oh, got a flag. False start.
This is something that me and Joe pick on every week is discipline for the Wildcats. They've been having trouble all year.
Yep, they have. They have really struggled with penalties. That's what I think Joe and I last time we talked about, that they may have 100 yards in penalties to overcome to be able to score.
Yeah. Let's see what the Wildcats have cooking up on the official first play of the game. Duffy back to pass.
They brought a little pressure on him too. They brought a little bit of center pressure on that. Got in his face right off the bat.
Yeah. Pass intended for, of course, Malachi Thompson. Got broken up by Eli Davis.
Kind of a dangerous pass, really. That was a double cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hand off to Radcliffe up the middle.
Oh, bounces it. Oh, there he goes. Oh, fumble. Fumbled out of bounds.
Very lucky.
Tackle made on the play by Darius Thomas.
Radcliffe on the season is averaging 9.2 yards a game with 907 yards total with 11 touchdowns.
All right, he got himself a first down. Outside blitz.
Tackled in the backfield.
They had a delayed blitz coming from Capital's side of the field. Timed it really perfectly.
Yeah, in the second half, the first time this team played, Nitro really struggled to run the ball because Capital found an answer to it. So
let's see. So you got trips right.
Duffy screen pass to Burnett. Got about 5 yards on that play.
And you got the corners of Capital really pressing the outside receivers right now. It's like you got 3rd and 5. Really a 3rd and a long 5. It looks like 3rd and 6.
Duffy solo in the backfield. Back to pass. Ooh, right over the middle to Luke Schaefer. Got the first down.
They gave Duffy too much time in the pocket there. They had him a good pocket. He had enough time to survey the field.
Yeah, I mean, you want to rush him all night. You don't want to give him any time.
They were getting something off of that. Oh, they quick him up to the ball and snapped while Capital was still making some substitutions.
Right side carry tackle made by Josiah Green. No gain on the play. I'll make it 2nd and 10.
All right, slowed it back down. Just waiting on a play call to come in right now. Got 12 seconds on the clock. He's got a short time. He better get his line. He better get everyone set. 4.
Hand
you
off
got,
to Radcliffe.
You got power.
He found the hole.
Found the hole. Hey, listen, that was a beautiful block.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Radcliffe can definitely he can find the holes. He can mentally see them, and he knows.
Yeah, that was great blocking by the offensive line. Listen, I'll always give the offensive line credit. That's how I started coaching. So, offensive line there just opened up a great hole for them. I mean, that was a beautiful block.
Little pitch to Schaefer. Got a few yards on that play.
Yeah, but you got a flag. You got laundry down.
Run out of bounds by Trayvon Tyson.
Holding on the offense.
Abby holding on Parks.
One person that was missing against Capital, though, was Devon Parks. He was injured during the Capital game, so Capital haven't played him yet.
All right, so all right, let's see here. Looks like we got 2 receivers to the right. You got a wing.
Hand off to Porter, actually.
And he is swallowed up.
It looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but he just didn't have enough time. He just got swallowed up.
Yeah, you also, as a running back, you've got to hit, once that hole starts to fall, the last thing you want to do is stop your feet. You stop your feet, you're not going anywhere. That's when you've just got to kind of I've got to get all I can get right now. When you stop your feet, though, you allow for a shot like that to be taken on you. If you run your feet through the hole, you're less likely to take a shot like that. Here comes Power again.
Handoff. That was to Radcliffe. He got a few yards there.
Left tackle on the play by Camden Harris.
That's the second time they've used that power with number 55, Mason Martin, and he's been blowing that up too. So Capital's got to learn to squeeze that down. They've got to start having that communication with that side of their defensive line to tell them keep that hand open, wrong arm that, and close the hole, because that's worked twice for them.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a timeout by Nitro.
With that timeout, I'm going to give some words to a couple of our sponsors here. Metro News. For the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Brockto and Greg Carey's daily post at wvmetronews.com. Also sponsoring today's matchup, Chocolate Milk. Drinking chocolate milk, the official beverage of West Virginia high school sports, helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refresh exhausted muscles. For more information, visit drink-milk.com. Looks like both teams are making their way back to the field. Short timeout for Nitro. 3rd and long, though. You never want to see that.
No, you don't want to see that. You got 16 yards to make. There's not a whole lot of plays in the playbook for 16 yards. No, the question is, do they play it safe? Because this is an area for 2-down territory. So they hit something middle of the range and make this a 4th and medium or 4th and short. You got Duffy scrambling outside the pocket. He's got an open receiver.
It's
touchdown.
Number 6, Radcliffe in for the touchdown. He was wide open. I mean, there was no one covering him.
Nope, that was definitely a breaking coverage. I think that corner thought he had help over the top.
I mean, as you can see, it's just, yeah, I mean, he was open.
Yeah, wide open there. I think the corner thought he was going to have some help over the top. Well, and also anytime you have a quarterback scrambling outside the pocket, and the kick is good. Anytime you have a quarterback scrambling outside of the pocket, that also, that opens some things up. You have to be aware, is Duffy going to attempt to tuck this and run with it to try and pick it up? Because, they're smart enough to know that it's 2-down territory as well.
Right. And with that touchdown, we will be right back after this.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports.
Back here at Underwood Field, kickoff for Nitro. Recovered it was short.
Oh, and
he got a little bit of a breakaway. He got to about the...
Looks like right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 2, Terry Rush.
So sets up Capital, a decent start in the center of the field. So let's see what Capital's got. Looks like they're stacking their receivers over here. Looks like they're stacking both receivers here. Under center. Oh, we had a little bit of mix-up in the play call, and they took full advantage. Number 24 on the tackle on
Cohen Lusher.
We definitely had a mix-up in communication right there.
Yeah, I mean, Johnson got the ball, and he just had nowhere to go. Cohen has been incredible on the season with 18 total sacks this season, along with 86 total tackles and 3 caused fumbles. He recently broke the Nitro school record for total sacks.
It almost looked like that number 3 was thinking this was toss, and Fernando thought that was inside run. Oh, offline pass.
Yep.
Got 3rd and 15 now.
Yep. Isabel's pass, unfortunately, incomplete. 3rd and 15.
Once again, there's not very many plays in the playbook, and this is an area that, unfortunately, if you do hit 4th down, you're probably going to punt this one. So it's a little bit of a different situation Capital has right now. Looks like they have someone leaving the field right now. Might be for equipment. So, and it's an offensive lineman too. So you hate that because that means they got to swap in another offensive lineman for a 3rd and long. And it's a tackle at that.
Yeah, you never want to lose a tackle.
No.
Isabel back to pass. Got no one. He got pressured.
And, he was open and just dropped it. Fernando put that exactly where he needed it to be. Just receiver didn't come down with that one.
Yeah, I mean, he caught it too. It's just he had dropped it. I mean, he was open. It would have been 1st down, and he would have gotten some yards.
Yep, and that isn't even one you could say he was hearing footsteps or anything. It looks like that one went right into the hands, into the chest, and out it went. So now you've got Capital coming out to punt. And, that one almost got blocked. It does take a Capital bounce, and now it settles at the 30.
But down it's the 30-yard line.
Nitro ball. Let's see if Nitro can capitalize on the 3 and out there.
All right, so you got 1st and 10 at the 30. Let's see a drive with a little less penalties and a little.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Looks like it was a direct snap to Porter.
And he almost breaks that one free.
Yeah, I mean, he got the first down and way more. If he just would have shook in one more tackler right there, that little diving tackle stopped him.
And they're already set up. Capital's still not even in the stance yet, and the ball's getting ready to get snapped.
Another direct snap to Porter, and he ran out of bounds, but not before picking up the first down again.
That last play looked like there was a little bit of confusion on Capital's side there because they were kind of standing almost like they were waiting on something.
Yeah, I mean, that was double back-to-back halfback direct snaps. You know, Duffy wasn't even on the field.
Now Capital settled in. You got a blitz coming.
Handoff to Radcliffe.
They did send a little bit of pressure on that one.
Yeah. Got about a couple yards, though.
I'm telling you, Capital's had some production from from sending extra guys right now. I mean, had a coach that once used to always say pressure busts pipes. So, send it.
Another handoff to Radcliffe. He got around to the outside,
that was a
finding the hole.
Missed tackle. And
it looks like it'll be another
into the end zone.
Another Nitro touchdown for Radcliffe. Second one of the night. You know, he just found the right hole and had some lucky blocks and
had a nice block there at the end too. Great play. Way to stay on his feet.
Strickland's extra point is up and good, and that'll bring your score to Nitro 14, and Capital is scoreless in this ball game so far. And we will
calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
back here at Underwood Field after that another Nitro touchdown by Radcliffe.
We got a return here. There's a hole. Oh, and it closed. Number 24 on the tackle.
Looks like it was Damian Johnson on the return. It got brought down by Lusher.
All right, Capital's got to get something going here. Down 14 points with still 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. All right.
Handoff up the middle to.
And just no room to move.
Handoff to Tyson. Got maybe a yard. The interior line of the Wildcats is just hard to break through. It is.
Well, they're a good crew, too. I mean, you've got good size there, especially in the middle.
Yeah.
And you've got speed on the outside. I mean, you have ways to keep containment there. So, I mean, it's always good to be able to let your linebackers run free. Looks like Capital staying with the 2 in the backfield.
Isabel back to pass, has the rush.
And tackled on the play. What a shot.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pass, but he had rush pressure going. He had to hurry up and get the ball out on that screen there, and he just immediately got eaten up by Soward.
Well, Fernando, his eyes were already looking over this way. They free released the tight end over here on this side. Fernando, if he had looked over this way, he had a tight end open. But, you also pressure coming that way. Got 3rd and 11.
Back to pass, had a rush by Lusher.
And
another incomplete.
Another incomplete pass, forcing Capital to have to punt again.
Second punt of the night for Capital. Both 2 3-and-outs. Not good, not what they want to see.
Pass defended by Brody McAllister.
So you got back to punt here with 3:40 to go still in this first quarter.
Shanked punt.
Shanked punt.
They got a good roll for him, though.
Boy, they're really lucky, though. That didn't, those are the ones you hate because, I mean, it doesn't take much to ding even the Wildcats on that one.
Yeah, no, it's a very dangerous punt for both teams, actually. Wildcats offense now about the 39-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, though, that direct snap has been a wrinkle in that offense for them.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 back-to-back direct snaps to Porter really helped them get down across midfield. Duffy back to pass.
Oh.
Hit as he...
And it's intercepted on that. Decent return there. He got hit right on that pass, too. That ball just ducked right in the air.
I mean, Harris was right there at the right time. Hit when he threw that. Caused a little duck pass there. Very unfortunate.
And it sets Capital up in a much-needed field position. Ball on the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs. Still got plenty of time. Let's see what they can come up with now.
I mean, yeah, but, Capital hasn't gotten anything going on offense, so hopefully this good field position can really get something going for them. Isabel's under center.
Under center. Inside zone. Inside zone. You've got to block that interior.
Yeah. I mean, Harris tried to go right up the middle. Stopped by the X-Man, Xavier Patterson. Didn't really get anything. Patterson has 75 now total tackles on the year, 5.5 sacks, along with 2 blocked field goals.
And see, the bad thing about that is that if you, under center, you can't see that and you can't pull that ball.
Flag on the play. Going to be offsides against the Cougars. And that'll be 2nd and 15 for the Cougars.
Yeah, with someone like Patterson on that outside, you can't run the traditional inside zone. You got to lock up that outside there. You cannot let him run free.
Isabel back to pass.
Oh,
scrambling.
He escapes the pocket. He looks like down at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, picked up the first down along with Moore.
Listen, we have to remember last year Fernando was a wide receiver for them when they had Grigsby, so he is very nimble. And, he's been a quarterback for them in the years past before Grigsby. So, I mean, he's been a stable worker for them. And, he's an athlete.
Handoff to Harris.
Oh, here we go.
Fake handoff.
And that is a touchdown? Nope, they're saying he is down at the 1. Boy, they had everyone fooled on that one. That was a good pull.
Yeah, I mean, I personally did not see that coming.
Kind of surprised that wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah, got him short about the 1 yard line. I don't see why you don't do Harris up the middle or quarterback keeper.
Yep, this is a quarterback right up the middle. And a touchdown.
Calling for the touchdown for Capital.
Well, that was a spark they needed. That interception right there turned into points, which that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. You want teams to be able to play the whole field.
Yeah, I mean, that was unfortunately that Duffy interception really hurt the Wildcats, and now flag on the play. Encroachment on the Wildcats. Penalties declined.
Yeah, no reason to just pull it back unless you're planning on going for 2.
Kick is up and good, and that is a 1-score game now for Capital. I mean, that was a costly interception.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to pocket that pass. I mean, I know they're trying to toss it up, trying to go for an incomplete pass so you don't lose any field, but man, that's just a bad time to throw it, especially in the middle of the field. When I was coaching quarterbacks, one of the things that we'd always say is if you're going to throw it away, you throw it away towards the sidelines.
Right.
You do not throw in the middle. Middle of the field is the worst place to try and pitch that ball to.
Yeah, I mean, because Harris was right there at the right time to intercept that, and
yeah. Well, and anything can happen. You get tip balls and everything else, and that's the last thing you want to have happen.
Yeah, I mean that was. Me personally, I think I would have just taken the hit and went down with it.
Yep, live to play another day. All right, let's get the kickoff. Here we go. Good kickoff. All right, this is a returnable
by Schaefer.
All right, tackle, looks like at about the 13-yard line.
I mean, unfortunate starting position for the Wildcats. There was no really... The blocking just wasn't there on the kick return team.
Well, you also have Capital with a little bit of energy. See, before, when you go up 2 scores and you've handed the ball back with still 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, you take a little bit of wind out of their sails. Here, you've kind of given them a new set of energy. Oh, Capital meets it in the backfield. Number 6 on that one.
Radcliffe just had no.
Yeah, that was Ja'Cory Clark on that tackle. Just met that in the backfield. Capital starting to bring some pressure. They're heating it up right now. All right, you got 2 receivers.
Duffy back to pass. scrambling and threw it
just
out
throws
of
that
bounds.
away. Smart to just throw that away.
Yeah. Now we just got third long for the Wildcats, but they have been in this position a couple of times tonight, picking up the first down.
They've either picked up a first down or a touchdown on these third and longs.
Oh, there's holding actually on the defense.
Oh, here we go.
10-yard penalty for the Wildcats.
And this is a replay of the down.
I mean, now we got 2nd and 5.
Yep. See, you do not get an automatic first down unless you have made the yardage to gain. So this is now a 2nd down and 4.
And off to Radcliffe.
Nice gain on that one. Fresh set of downs.
That's going to result in a first down for the Wildcats.
First down for the Wildcats.
So far, we've had some pretty good momentum swings on both sides. We're ticking down. We're less than a minute to go in this first quarter right now.
Duffy back to pass to Thompson. Ooh, flag on the play. There'll definitely be defensive interference.
Oh, kind of a bang play there. Maybe the safety got there a little bit early. Those are those ones I would have argued with the referees about all day. Like, oh, that's a close one right there. That was a close play. That really could have been a no call too. But this also lets you know how they're going to play it, how the officials are going to officiate. They're going to officiate this tight, sounds like.
Handoff to Porter. Got around to the outside. Flag on the play. We've seen flags all night long tonight for both teams.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Blindside block for the Wildcats.
Boy, that's a hard one too, because it looked like they were right at the sticks for another first down. So that takes them from short yardage from a 2nd and short to another first down to now we are first and it looks like about 18.
Duffy back to pass. Screen
pass, offline. Bring it on 2nd and long.
Make it 2nd down and 18.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked like the Duffy and Porter were just not on the same page of where the ball needed to be.
And that's the right call, honestly. I mean, you've got Capital sending the heat. A screen pass is where you're supposed to go to now. You got to get that heat off right now. It wouldn't surprise me to see Nitro do like a little either a tunnel screen or you have a running back screen right now. Here they come with the heat again. Flushes Duffy out of the pocket. Good tackle. Good open field tackle by number 22 on that one.
Caught by Burnett right there. Got some of the yards back.
Yep, and this is the end of the first quarter here.
And with the end of our first quarter of play, we will be right back after this.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Back here at Underwood Field. Flag. Nitro drawing the offsides.
Gentlemen, you're sounding pretty good tonight. Tell you what, Mr. Murphy, you're sounding pretty good tonight.
Thank you.
Coming in here and joining you for the rest of the game.
Welcome to the party, Joe.
Yeah.
We got 3rd and 7 now. This is much more manageable for him.
Duffy back to pass. Over the middle to
Nice
Burnett.
pass. Now, looks like he's going to be short of the sticks, about a yard short. And there's kind of no question here. He's probably going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It'll be a run right up the middle.
You're looking at the beef line coming in now with X-Man, Xavier Patterson coming in, going to be playing the H-back.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Are we having Duffy come? Are we going to have another direct snap here?
Yeah, it looks like Duffy's coming out for something.
I really like that wrinkle.
maybe. And then looks like Colton Likens, backup quarterback for the Wildcats, coming in.
Is this the beef package?
It looks a little heavy to me. All right, 4th and looks like 2 yards.
Xavier passing right up the middle.
Oh, and I think you've got a penalty.
It looks like Patterson was not set when he took the snap.
Exactly. The other problem is not only did he's allowed to push himself over, and he does set his feet, but he's also rolling forward at the same time. You cannot go forward.
Looks like it was maybe another, wasn't really a flag there. Looks like it was another.
Did they move the ball?
It does not look like they moved the ball. I guess that maybe that wasn't a penalty.
I did not hear Dan Greer, the head referee,
Yeah.
make any type of call.
Direct snap. DePorter trying to get to the outside.
He does not make it. They stop him on 4th down. Looks like they get him for a 1-yard loss on that.
Capital take over now with pretty good starting position for them.
This was an early game that they were down, 14-0, and momentum was definitely in Nitro.
Capital's doing everything they can do right now to gain the momentum.
Yeah.
They're making the big plays on that interception. Now this 4th and 2 stop.
Well, and I think they've settled down defensively too. They're bringing a little bit more pressure, putting a little bit more pressure on that line. So you got 3 receivers, screen.
Isabel screen is caught to rush.
Good open field tackle there.
Yes. It was snuffed out pretty quick.
So I'm just coming into the game, gentlemen. Where's David Robinson?
Robinson is injured for the game. Did not dress.
It's a big game changer.
Yeah, we did not find that out until right before kickoff that we saw that Robinson was not dressed.
Stay on your camera.
Got less than 10 seconds. And we got
flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
False start against the offense. Back him up 5 yards.
Judge Dan Greer.
What that is, time's getting close. Those linemen, they can see the clock too. Their heads are up there, and the first sound, you've got a lineman trying to go, thinking that they got to go in a hurry. Center doesn't snap the ball.
Isabel back to pass. Another flag.
Interception. Let's see what the flag is on.
Hill with the interception.
Picked off by Hill there.
Sideline warning.
Nitro ball about the 39-yard line. Costly interception for Capital. That's a momentum loss right there.
Yep.
I've seen more sideline warnings this year, along with the equipment scenario, than in my other years of broadcasting.
I blame that on turf. You used to be able to disguise that line when it was just a grass field. You could say, "Oh, I'm behind the line." No, not anymore. I'm telling you, Capital keeps bringing pressure, and I mean it's working for them. I just keep wondering when they're going to run that like a running back screen. It's going to catch them.
They're pinching real quick on the ends there.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of that last time that the Wildcats played Capital. They kept pinching the ends, and they couldn't really get anything going on the ground in the second half against Capital last game.
That's when they started bringing Patterson in and playing H-back, trying to get more blocking on the ends there.
Well, the reason why that they're doing that is they're trying to stop that power that Nitro's ran really successfully.
Duffy's pass is caught to Burnett.
Because when you're pinching all those linemen into gaps, you're allowing those outside linebackers to run, and it's breaking up power.
3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. Hand off to Sowards. Got enough for the first down and a little bit more.
Good run.
That's showing what the offensive line for Nitro can do when they get off the blocks.
Oh, that was an excellent cutback, though, by the running back, too. Because, once again, they were trying to run that power where they're pinching in. That's actually putting a hurt on that play. That's a good move by that running back to cut that back in.
Hand off to Porter.
Oh.
Got stopped at about the line of scrimmage there. Maybe a loss of 1.
Once again, you got to keep running your feet on that one. Get what you can get.
No gain on the play, make it 2nd 10.
Porter hasn't been able to get anything going except for those 2 direct snaps earlier on in the first quarter.
Looks like a full house on the home side here with the Nitro fans in attendance.
Duffy back to pass. It's a deep ball to Burnett.
And
it is incomplete.
Watching the replay here. Duffy with the throw.
Just got to hold on to it. About 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Some contact, but I think both going for the ball. There.
Yeah, both going for the ball, and then what you also have is that corner was looking back for the ball, and as soon as the corner is looking back for the ball, it's both of them have an opportunity.
Duffy back to pass. It looks like
that's
it's
a good
complete to
catch
the net this time. I mean, but now when 4 down territory.
Barnett can get up. I mean, he's been catching those kind of passes all year long. Another 4th down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, last time they attempted this, they were stopped.
4th and 3. Oh, and you got a penalty. It's getting a little chippy.
Well, this will make the call a lot easier.
Oh, that would be Parks.
Conduct, yeah, on Parks.
Guys, you just can't have that kind of thing.
No,
in
you're
a game of this magnitude.
Well, and you went from a 4th and 3 to now you got, that's a 15-yard penalty. So 4th and 3 just turned into 4th and 18.
And the punting team's coming in now.
Yep. And you had just climbed and got some of the momentum back. I mean, keep in mind, Nitro is still in the lead by 1 score in here, but, Capital had started taking some of that momentum back.
Just like last game, Jordan, against Capital. The players are louder than the fans.
Oh, yeah, I mean
for Capital.
Another thing to realize is that Capital will get the ball first in the second
you got
half.
Another false start. You got another flag here. Listen, I think Capital's coming after this one.
I mean, what was once 4th and 3 now.
Kept walking down the field. He was about to be offsides for Capital.
That was not a great punt.
It got the roll. It got a Nitro roll, though.
Nice roll. Capital definitely came after that.
Effective, not pretty.
Yes.
Now it's Capital. 1st down. What was once a very offensive first quarter, it's now very defensive, and no team can get anything going on offense.
Yeah. Yeah, those first 2 quick scores by Nitro, definitely we thought this was going to be a little bit of a runaway, but man, Capital has definitely gained a little bit of momentum back on this. Inside run. Pick up 0-1.
Team all year effectively run inside on Nitro. If you're going to get yardage, it's going to be out in the clean air outside.
Yeah. I mean,
get it into the interior of the line there.
No, I mean, when you have, Xavier and Cohen and Wyatt on the linebacker, it's hard.
Philly blocks a lot of that space.
Oh, yeah. Billy. Isabel back to pass.
Little dump pass. Missed tackle. Is that enough for a 1st down?
One missed tackle, 2, and 1 push out of bounds.
Down 1 to Capital.
And once again, what's hurting Capital too tonight is not having Robinson in play too, because that takes a whole extra person you got to plan for out. And a false start, looks like by Patterson.
First down now for Capital.
Coaches on the sidelines, just you're shooting yourself in the foot right there.
Yeah.
And Fernando pulled that. That was a good pull by Fernando. That was a good pull. You could tell he was watching the eyes of the outside guy. The minute he crashed, it's an easy call. That quarterback's got to pull, and that was a good call by Fernando on that to pull that. Got a little screen pass. Well covered.
Pass is caught by Whitehead.
Tackled by Likington Smith.
They got to the ball quick there.
You still got 3rd and short here. 3rd and 3 yards.
Let's go, Dave! Come on, Nitro! Let's go,
Well, wide receiver took off that time.
False start against the Cougars. Now what was once 3rd and 3 is going to be 3rd and 8.
When something's that obvious, you see the hankies flying.
Yeah.
One of the best white caps in the business right now.
Yes.
Working tonight's game, Dane Greer. I tell you what.
To go back to pass. Caught. Flag.
That was a good run. Let's see what the flag we have now is. Been a lot of laundry in this quarter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the entire game, too. For both teams, not just for one or the other, for both teams.
A lot of chippiness going on the field right now. You can see that from up here in the press box.
And, you're going to have a lot of emotions in this game because, this is sudden death. If you lose, your season's done.
Yeah. Offensive pass interference there.
Offensive pass interference on a screenplay. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, you can't be pushing off people though. That's the one thing you got to realize as a wide receiver is that defensive player is supposed to have just as much a right at that ball as you are.
On defense!
Another flag.
Another flag.
Another false start.
It's third down in another zip code.
Yep.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 3.
Yep, same situation that Nitro had earlier.
Yeah.
Go defense! Back there, 7!
We'll go back to pass.
And sack on the play. And you got a Wildcat down on the field right now.
Sacked by number 20, Philly McAllister.
Philly McAllister on that sack.
And with this injured Wildcat, we will be right back after this.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagles Nest Restaurant just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's.
Back here at Underwood Field. Now 4th and long for the Cougars. Obviously punting.
Yeah, but this is the punt that scares you. This is a punt way back. Your ball's at your own 6. The last thing you want is a high snap here or a block.
You got somebody like X-Man too that knows how to block, but you hope he's not too aggressive because you're going to get great field position on this.
High
punt. And a nice bounce. I'm telling you, we've had some nice little lucky bounce punts this game.
Oh,
so
yeah.
far.
I mean, basically all game, I think every punt has had a lucky bounce.
Yeah.
So Justin, when I came in, it was 14-0. Nitro had scored their first 2 possessions, and then all of a sudden, Capital's defense has really stiffened their own mistakes too by Nitro. But what has John Carpenter done to change that defense?
I mean, he's I said it earlier. I had a coach once say, pressure busts pipes, and like he's bringing the heat, and between pinching his linemen in to close the inside gaps down. I mean, just like that right there, you've got defensive linemen staying home right now. They're setting their gaps down, which is a Carpenter coach team.
He wasn't even touched. That lineman coming in wasn't even touched.
No, I mean
He just shooting an open gap.
Yep.
Porter has not had the greatest last couple of series.
But what that was that number 11 coming right in off of a pinch. So I mean they're pinching really hard on that defensive line right now. And then you got an outside blitz right now.
To Burnett, caught.
And then immediately drove out of bounds. Taking our time here, getting the play call in. You do have a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 8. You got 2 minutes to go before half. Yeah.
Duffy back to pass. And another interception.
Oh, and he's got room to run. You got blocking. Another good return on an interception, putting him right at the 40-yard line.
Second interception of the night. First one was Harris. Second one was Dotson.
Duffy threw that right into the teeth. They dropped back into a zone there, and I don't think he saw how far the zone had dropped back, and he did not get it over top of it.
Yep.
The receivers were open.
Well, you've also got, their secondary, they're watching his eyes and everything else, so they're shifting. Now let's see if Capital can do anything with this.
Flag. False start. Another false start for Capital.
I'd be curious just how many flood penalties just in the second quarter against both teams.
Yeah.
There's a bow back
There's
pass.
a screen. Covered well. That's exactly how you want to cover that.
Caught by Johnson.
And you got a Capital timeout right now.
And with that timeout, I will be reading some of our red sponsors here. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A and its 18 West Virginia owner-operated restaurant salute the more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports help develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life, the same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. Chick-fil-A proud to support West Virginia high school sports. Also, the West Virginia National Guard. Get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com.
And, you know, just looking at their roster right now, going by jersey numbers and everything, that offensive line is 9th graders, 10th graders, and a senior. So, I mean, that's a young offensive line. You're going to have some mistakes, but, man, they're holding their own.
High snap for Isabel. Getting rushed.
And sacked
by Patton. Sacked by the X-Man. I mean, he was just right there when he needed to be.
Held that one way too long. Sometimes you just gotta get that out. Just
another Capital timeout, it looks like.
Yep, that was Patton's 6th sack of the season.
Xavier Patterson going to Morgan State University.
There we go.
He is committed to that up in Baltimore. A really, really good school, great complex. It'll do him well. It will do him well. A Hall of Famer out of Morgan, Willie Lanier, middle linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I didn't know that.
Spoken like a true Baltimorean here.
There we go. I did not know that.
I've never even heard of Morgan till this year. 3rd and 24 for Capital.
Actually, correction, Nitro was the one who called the timeout, trying to force Capital play.
Oh, that was Nitro that actually called that
timeout. Yeah.
Which is smart, because I was kind of wondering why Capital would call a timeout. Right now, you kind of want, where you're 3rd and long, just kind of let this go into halftime.
Run by Harris up the middle.
Hard run.
Got some of the yard back, but not enough to even get to the first sticks. 4th down for Capital.
And you got another timeout here. Looks like Nitro's taking another timeout, trying to get this ball back for one more go at it with 1:15 to go in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, that's plenty of time to get the ball and go down the field and score.
What I've seen so far is it looks like Malachi Thompson, your Randy Moss winner from last year, is the top receiver in the state. They're double teaming.
Oh yeah, all
short and long.
Yep. He has one target on tonight, and he was double covered, and it was almost picked off.
Yeah, Duffy's already thrown 2 interceptions tonight, so let's see what happens here. Now, I wonder, Capital came after the last big punt. I wonder if Nitro does the same here, trying to put themselves in good field position here.
Flag. Encroachment on the defense. Not what you wanted on a long 4th down there.
Nope.
Now you definitely just got to send the house, and hopefully you can block it.
Well, and as the punter, too, you're also trying to get him to not put that in the end zone. Maybe take a little bit off of it, which he does. Nice end over end. Force them to have to go the longest distance possible.
Yep, got to the 16-yard line. It'll be first down at the their own 16-yard line. Minute 7, plenty of time to, go one down the field and get a touchdown. Especially when you have wide receiver threats like Duffy and Thompson.
The first play. I mean, really, that first play is the one that counts.
Yeah, your first play is what dictates what are you going to do. Are you moving at all? Because the last thing you want to do is give them a little bit of time left.
Duffy back to pass.
Perfect. That exactly what you should run is a nice little screen.
Caught by Porter. Got the first down and more.
Like I said, that is the problem when you live and die by the blitz. Is when you're setting a lot of pressure like that, screens. There's not going to be a whole lot home.
Blockers out in front of Porter did their job.
Duffy again to pass. Little over the middle pass to Thompson. Caught.
Hey, there's his first catch of the game.
Brought down by Harris.
Now you got 38 seconds to go. They got to hurry up and spot this ball. Let's go.
Spiked. Now it's about 33.
32 seconds.
Capital looks like they've set up a deep safety in the center field. Now they're coming over. Malachi, 9 times out of 10, is lining up on the right-hand side. They're coming over here and stacking this up over here.
Now the question here is if Nitro gets it close, will they bring out a kicker to try and kick a field goal, or will they still try and take a shot?
Duffy back to pass. Long ball. Another interception. Third interception on the night.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Schaefer that was open behind the interception. Watch this. He throws. He doesn't get enough on this ball at all.
It looks like he just didn't set his feet on that.
He threw from the back foot.
Yep.
So Capital has 26 seconds left. What do you think, gentlemen? Do you go for it or just take it in the locker room down 7?
Honestly, you've got a little bit of momentum here. I'd run one play. Let's see what happens. If it's not effective, let's take it into the locker room down 7.
There's a ball back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Fernando there.
I'm not for sure he was the intended receiver. I think number 10 actually behind him was.
So you got 3 receivers over here, 1 receiver to the other.
Nobody in the
Yep, they're just choosing to run. Let's take this into halftime.
And it's going to be halftime here.
And Dr. Tyson tackled by Philip Russell.
Yep, it looks like both teams are heading to the locker room. Score here at halftime: Nitro 14, Capital 7. Nitro had 2 early touchdowns, 1 mesh route to Radcliffe. No one was on him. Caught for the touchdown. Second one was a power run up the middle by Radcliffe. 2 touchdowns for him on tonight. And with halftime, we will be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Dave Casebolt, and I'm proud to be the mayor of Nitro. The city is made up of local businesses that have been the strength of our community for decades. Family businesses are the lifeblood of any small city. Those businesses provide a sense of city pride. Here you will find antique and niche shop and great family-owned restaurants. For outdoor lovers, there's Riding Our Lake that suits everyone's needs from hiking and biking to fishing and running. We hope to see you soon.
N-I-T-R-O, go Nitro!
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Looking for a fun and relaxing outdoor getaway? Head to Ridenour Lake in Nitro, the largest lake in Kanawha County. Minutes off the interstate, Ridenour Lake offers ample parking and easy access to fun activities. Enjoy fishing, 15 miles of trails for hiking, mountain biking, walking, and running, plus lots of fun on the lake. After a day of outdoor fun, relax and refuel at one of the local restaurants nearby. Come visit Ridenour Lake in Nitro for a day of adventure and relaxation. See you soon.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagles Nest Restaurant, just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Hello, my name's Dave Casebolt, and I'm proud to be the mayor of Nitro. The city is made up of local businesses that have been the strength of our community for decades. Family businesses are the lifeblood of any small city. Those businesses provide a sense of city pride. Here you will find antique and niche shop and great family-owned restaurants. For outdoor lovers, there's Riding Our Lake that suits everyone's needs from hiking and biking to fishing and running. We hope to see you soon.
N-I-T-R-O, go Nitro!
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Looking for a fun and relaxing outdoor getaway? Head to Ridenour Lake in Nitro, the largest lake in Kanawha County. Minutes off the interstate, Ridenour Lake offers ample parking and easy access to fun activities. Enjoy fishing, 15 miles of trails for hiking, mountain biking, walking, and running, plus lots of fun on the lake. After a day of outdoor fun, relax and refuel at one of the local restaurants nearby. Come visit Ridenour Lake in Nitro for a day of adventure and relaxation. See you soon.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagles Nest Restaurant just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Back here at Underwood Field for the 2025 West Virginia High School Football Championship, presented by Toyota, official partner of the WVSSAC and West Virginia High School Sports. Toyota and your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the WVSSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Now here at Underwood Field, we have Nitro, the 5 seed against the 12 seed Capital, 14-7 favor of the Wildcats. 2 early touchdown plays for the Wildcats. 31-yard pass to Radcliffe, and Radcliffe again on the 37-yard run play, and then 1-yard quarterback keeper for Isabel. And I am excited to get this second half underway. I'm excited to see what adjustments each team have made. Hopefully, hopefully.
Now it's we also know that
Yeah.
Also at halftime, shooting the 21, number 14, Robert J. Bird, 20.
now Capital does get the ball to start this.
North Main Kaiser game. North Main is up 28-17 on Kaiser. Fairmont Senior obviously third. Fairmont Senior is up 21-20 at halftime. And along with Chapmanville against Greenbrier East, Chapmanville is up 27-25 on Greenbrier East. Whoever wins this game will either go on to play North Marion at North Marion or home against Kaiser.
Now let's see what type of second half adjustments we get from both sides here. This kind of goes into advantage, honestly, of the more senior team, which is Nitro. Capital's pretty young, so typically your more senior teams they've had more experience in these type of situations, especially, Nitro has been a playoff team consistently these last couple seasons, and, Capital has missed it the last couple seasons. So, the experience definitely is tipped to Nitro on this.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Capital even have a freshman quarterback with Deshaun Isabel. He is a freshman as well. So very young Capital team. Nitro to kick it off. The Capital to start our second half of play. Back to the
24 minutes of football now, gentlemen.
Here we go. It decides it. Hey, that's the best part about playoffs. This first round of playoffs is, everyone starts 0-0. It doesn't matter if you were 5-5, 9-1.
Short kick recovered by Dotson.
Fumble. The ball is loose. Nitro gets the football on this one. Costly fumble for the Cougars.
Ball was bouncing around there before somebody was able to finally fall on it, and that was a Nitro recovery. So things turns around quick, and the momentum swings real quick here in the second half.
Oh yeah, I mean that was fumble there.
Well, they were getting ready to have really good field position to start this for the second half, and now Nitro has the really good field position to start the second half.
We'll see what kind of offensive scheme that Nitro's coming out with. So you got a kicking ball in the high school too?
Yep. Oh yeah. Kicker always gets to pick out one ball. That's all they get though.
Hand off up the middle.
A little bit of running room there.
Hand off to Porter. Didn't really. I mean, he got a few yards.
Yeah, got about 5 yards on that carry, so that sets him up for a good second and medium.
Handoff to Ratcliffe on the play. Tackle was made by.
You got an experience, like you said, Dustin, Nitro team, but what you got on the other sideline is an experienced coach in John Carpenter, who can game plan with the best of them.
Yes, he can. So, you can't count anything out when you got Carp over there.
Equipment malfunction for Duffy. Colton Likens now into quarterback for the Wildcats.
Kind of surprised me they haven't went back to that direct snap because, it works so effectively. But when you really think about it, too, that's another wrinkle that a team next week has to prepare for.
Likens back to pass to Thompson. Caught. Got about 5 yards on that play.
Yep. So it leaves him with 3rd and Third and a short one.
You had a blocker out there for Thompson, but the defender for Capital was able to move around him and get in there to make the tackle to stop Thompson from getting that first down.
Hand off up the middle to Porter. They're spotting it a first down for the Nitro Wildcats.
And you got Capital trying to run some guys in and out right now. Oh, they're not going to get this out in time. Nope.
Hand off to Porter, but there's multiple flags on the play.
Well, you got number 15 that tripped and fell when he was trying to get off the field. So you had too many men on the field for Capital.
I think he was trying to dig his way into the turf so he couldn't be seen.
Oh,
after
you think
tripping.
that's what it is?
Yeah.
Stop drop.
In that moment, I bet that a defensive player wished that their jersey was green so he had a chance to maybe blend a little bit more into that field.
Ooh, a lot of subs there at the last minute.
Illegal participation, 12 men on the field with the defense. The
15 yards.
15-yarder for
first down
players.
It shouldn't be a 15-yarder. That's a 5-yard.
I think they're going to discuss that very thing right now. I mean, it's a dead ball foul.
Anyone else? Did we ask for some food?
We ate it.
Just for you, that was cold.
Referee's discussing this play here. We know it's a first down either way, but I think they're discussing the yards.
This kind of gives you an opportunity to calm down, reset yourself a little bit.
And while they discuss this, I'm going to go ahead and read off a couple more of our sponsors. The health plan, it's good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself, for your family, or for your employees.
So a 5-yard penalty that just was marked off, so that'll make it a first down and 5 now.
First and 10.
Oh,
there we go. I think we got everything solved now. Let's get back to football.
Hand off to Porter up the middle.
There.
Got about 6 yards.
Hey, that was a lot better. So the first half, we had a lot of him like stopping and waiting. He planted his foot right there and got vertical, which is exactly what you want to do. Listen, the minute it's not going to open right there, dig in, get forward, be north-south. Don't be east-west.
Don't give them time to react.
Yep.
Another handoff to Porter going around the outside.
There we go.
He
Touchdown.
is in for the touchdown. TK Porter.
Good run.
His first touchdown of the night.
That defensive end got too far upfield on that, kind of made that easy for that first initial cut through right there.
A 10-yard run for Porter there, TK Porter. But what is the big thing about it is the fact that they took advantage of that turnover with recovering the fumble on the kickoff.
Yep.
Strickland's PAT is up and good, and that'll bring his score to Nitro 21, Capital 7. Very much like the start we had at the beginning of the game. where, Capital couldn't really do anything, couldn't really stop them. So hopefully Nitro can keep this momentum going all the way throughout the second half here.
Special teams coach for Nitro out talking to Strickland, the kicker, and just letting them know what their plan might be, cooking it short, kicking it to what side. The last one was more or less just a kind of a pop-up over to the right side. Capital had good field position, but the fumble gave the ball to Nitro, and they took advantage of it.
Well, this also, once again, this factors into the experience of Nitro, just overweighs the experience of Capital right now. Nice kick.
Johnson on the return.
He's got a full.
Oh, did that ball come out again?
No, he's saying they were down. The referee's saying he was down.
Referee's coming in right away saying the ball is down, was down. That would have been almost identical spot as the last
same
time.
spot. Well, see, here's the thing. Once you, as a coach and especially as a player, once you see that ball is on the ground the first time, now everyone who's wanting to make a tackle is wanting to break that ball free. Now it's almost like a game, like who's going to get the ball next. So you're going to get a lot more swatting at the ball right now.
See how Capital reacts here.
Isabel with the quarterback keeper. Flag
on the play.
Quarterback keeper. Tackled by Landon Taylor. And McAllister, flag on the play.
Look like maybe helmet to helmet here.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty.
That's why I don't wear the stripes.
First and 20 now. Well, first and 18.
This is a pretty rough start of the second half for Capital.
Yeah, I mean,
Inside run.
Hand off to Tyson. Got a few yards on the carry, about 5. Be probably second and 12.
Boy, but you got some smart moves. So, I know that number 10 did not make the play on that, but man, the fact that he stayed home shows that he's well aware of that quarterback. And that's what you coach. You tell your players you have to honor the fact that quarterback can pull the ball. So that was a really good move by him. I know he doesn't make the play on that. He's far from it. But the fact that he stayed home and not be greedy, let your team make lean on your other team.
Isabel back to pass. Getting rushed by Lusher and the X-Man. Not a combo that you want to get rushed by at all.
Definitely not.
Job number 7. Third down for Cougars.
Now it's third and very long for the Capital Cougars. Haven't been able to get anything going on either side of the ball for the second half.
Got a timeout.
Timeout against Capital, and with that timeout, we will be right back after this.
Hello, my name's Dave Casebolt, and I'm proud to be the mayor of Nitro. The city is made up of local businesses that have been the strength of our community for decades. Family businesses are the lifeblood of any small city. Those businesses provide a sense of city pride. Here you will find antique and niche shop and great family-owned restaurants. For outdoor lovers, there's Riding Our Lake.
Back here at Underwood Field.
You know, you're worried about when I look around at the referees, they have their flags in their hand already. That worries me.
Quarterback, another rush. Caught by Harris.
Took a shot on that.
Watch this tackle on this play now. He's wide open, pitches it out there. Open field tackle. Inbounds.
That's why you don't jump. He thought he was going to clear him, and
I mean that hurt me.
Yeah.
4th and 6 now for Capital.
I'm glad he got it up. Is that? Ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's a very dangerous. I mean he landed in a dangerous way too.
Yes.
Stay on your feet.
Yeah. Do not jump.
Capital's going for it on 4th down. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Capital. 5-yard penalty. Back him up to 4th and 11.
I was the center. Double clutch that ball.
You know, 4th and 11, you might just send in the punting team.
You know, the head referee, Dan Greer, might be having laryngitis before the night's out.
He might. Either that or they might need to change the batteries on that mic.
Capital's still going for it on 4th and 11.
At this point, he's down 2 scores. He's got to find a way to get some momentum back.
Gonna go back to pass. Stepping up out of the pocket. Got brought down for a turnover on down.
Right at the 50.
First down, Nitro. Good starting position.
Boy, for as good as they were the first half, this is about the worst way you can start off the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of reminding me basically how we started this game.
Yep.
You know, with Capital's defense wasn't playing very good, and Nitro got 2 quick scores off of them.
Yep, well, and then you got a special teams mess up right off the bat, right off the opening kick of the second half. You know, you surrender points on that, and now you go for it on 4th down because you're down 2 scores, and you don't get it. Now you've given Nitro, who does not have a problem scoring, half the field.
Yeah. That was handoff to Porter.
And
getting around the outside, and he has an opening.
He's gone.
Oh, he's going to get stopped.
He's going to get stopped.
Stopped at about the 4-yard line by Jordan Whitehead.
And I think we might have an injury down there.
He tried to strip him of the ball, and then he got tackled about the 4 or 5, maybe down at the 3.
That's Porter down for the Wildcats,
and
not someone that you want to lose in this game.
But when he got in the end zone, another Capital Cougar fell on him.
Yeah, I mean, it's that leg. It's a leg injury. Not something that you want to see for a running back. And with that injured Wildcat,
and it happens right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bad landing for him. I mean, got a good return. I got a good run on that play, though.
Oh, tremendous run. He got outside and got in the clean air. He was cooking.
Yeah. And we're going to step away for a second here, and we'll be right back.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Looking for a fun and relaxing outdoor getaway? Head to Ridenour Lake in Nitro, the largest lake in Kanawha County. Minutes off the interstate, Ridenour Lake offers ample parking and easy access to fun activities. Enjoy fishing, 15 miles of trails for hiking, mountain biking, walking, and running, plus lots of fun on the lake. After a day of outdoor fun, relax and refuel at one of the local restaurants nearby. Come visit Ridenour Lake in Nitro for a day of adventure and relaxation. See you soon.
Back here at Underwood Field.
And Porter is not even able to put any weight, so they're actually carrying him off the field. The coaches are, so he'll be evaluated further on the sideline here.
That came at the very end of about a 50-yard run that he took off tackle, the left tackle, and got on the sidelines. He was in first hit about the 4 and then came down at the 3.
Flag on the play.
Got looks like encroachment on Capital.
That'll be half a distance to the goal. First and goal for the Wildcats.
Hey, I am happy to report it looks like Porter's able to walk around a little bit on the sideline. Looks like he's a little stiff-legged.
Ian Duffy and White Soward in the backfield. Hand off to Soward.
He does not get in on that one.
And nope, he got stopped at about the 1-yard line, it looks like. Almost there. He was almost there.
Yep. I'm wondering why Ratcliffe isn't in the game.
I don't know.
All of a sudden, Porter was getting the majority of the carries there.
He's been getting a majority of the carries of the night. Another injured Capital Cougar now. And with this injured player, we will be right back after this.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends.
Back here at Underwood Field. Duffy and White in the backfield.
Low snap. That was a dangerous snap right there. Especially as quick as Capital was in that backfield.
Loss of yardage there. 3rd and goal.
Oh, Porter's going back out, it looks like. He's got his helmet.
Thank goodness Porter is okay and able to go back and play. Again, Duffy and Soward in the backfield. Duffy back to pass. Caught.
Touchdown.
Caught by Thompson. Touchdown, Wildcats.
2-yard toss to Malachi Thompson there. Duffy rolling out to his right, finding his number 1 receiver. Good coverage there, but Malachi, as he's done in the last 3 seasons as a Wildcat, just out jumps the defender.
Yeah, I mean, that's his 13th touchdown on the year. You know, his stats aren't as good as last year's, but still he is just as effective.
Looks like they're missing a guard over here. Or tackle. High snap. Ooh, almost blocked.
Strickland's PAT is up and good, and that'll bring you a score to the Wildcats 28. Capital 7. You know, this is the start of the second half that the Wildcats definitely wanted.
Yes, and the Cougars wanted no part of wanting. Because, I mean, you have to think, I mean, we went into halftime. This was a 14-7 ball game, and we are now at a 28-7 ball game.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in the third quarter. You know, Capital just can't get really anything going on offense at all.
And for the second half right now, Capital 1 fumbled the opening kickoff of the second half, and 2 minus yardage the second possession that they've had.
Yeah, and Capital hasn't had good luck with any penalties either this second half.
Nope, they've shot themselves in the foot a lot here in this second half. But there's still plenty of game left, so you know we were kind of wondering if they were going to run away with this in the first half when they got those 2 quick scores in.
I was going, watch a one-side kick here. I mean, I was just...
You know, but also, you know, I think
the way their defense is playing, okay, but you're going to... Don't poke the bear or the cougar.
Here's the other thing that they might have been thinking. Capital has almost returned 2 of these. You know, the last thing you want, you got momentum finally back on your side. Your defense is feeling it. Your offense is feeling it. You know, the last thing you want is to have a big special teams return or have a return for a touchdown because they've been so close. And then all of a sudden that momentum starts to shift back again. Got 10 seconds to shoot.
Hand off to Harris. Got stopped.
Just nothing at all.
Lost a yard there.
I mean, you can see without a doubt, you know, when you take somebody like a David Robinson out of the lineup for you, I mean, that's 150 yards and just, you know, the defense can really just chomp down. And now, you know, Isabel's got to be passing.
Well, it's just like what we talked about with, you know, Malachi. You know, Capitals had to put two guys on him. With Robinson, you have to put 2 to 3 on him as well, which leaves others open. And you kind of balance that. Nice
Isabel's pass is complete to Whitehead.
Big tackle there. And now you've got, you know, this is when the experience and upperclassmen of Nitro is kicking in on this.
Changing the play.
Isabel with the quarterback keeper. Holding. Obvious holding there by Fernando.
And you can see that right here in the replay. He pulls it down. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
He basically goes, who, me?
10-yard penalty at the spot of the foul. It'll be 3rd and 13, it looks like, for the Capital Cougars.
And they were just starting to get a little bit of momentum on that to get themselves to move the sticks. At a 3rd and short.
Isabel back to pass. Getting rushed. dumps it to Green. Picked up the first down.
Isabel does a really good job finding his second and third receivers.
Yes. But he's escaping the pocket. His eyes are still up. Some quarterbacks, as soon as they escape the pocket, they're immediately they're in run mode. Like, I need to run. I need to try and get as much ground as I can. You know, the fact that he's got his head up, he's still looking downfield, is a smart move.
Looks like Malachi Thompson is going in on the defense for the Wildcats.
Malachi Thompson. It's the first time I've seen him on defense this year.
Caught by Robinson.
Oh, that ball almost popped. See, so you see number 3 just try to rip at that ball. That you're going to get a lot more of that now that that ball's been on the ground. They're going to be trying to rip that ball out because they know that ball can't come to the ground.
Isabel lonely in the backfield, immediately getting rushed. Caught by Whitehead, immediately got tackled.
Dustin, like you said, everybody's tackle. Watch this. He's tackling the ball as soon as he gets a chance.
Yep. I'm telling you, once the blood is in the water, the sharks will feast.
Isabel again, lonely in the backfield. Back to pass. Caught by Green.
So he gets the 6 yards that they had lost back, so this brings up a 3rd and 10.
Isabel have gotten rushed almost every single passing attempt.
Oh,
flags
on that, but he did catch that. May have had a targeting on here, the shot to the head.
Purple foul, targeted. For defense number 17, half of this is going to go first down.
Big targeting call on the Wildcats. Half a distance to the goal, they're at the 11-yard line now.
Yep. And unlike college, the player is not ejected from the game, so.
First and 10 for Capital. Snap. The handoff to Harris.
Handoff to Harris. He got stopped up the middle. Got a couple of yards on that play, though.
They're just slowly moving down the field.
About 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Isabel back to pass. Flags.
We'll have to watch this one again.
Yep. Well, you got flags in 2 different spots.
I think before we got to the player there, he had been held by the Nitro defender.
I think you got 2 penalties, too.
The other man downfield against the offense. Pass interference against the defense. They're clearly offset.
Offsetting penalties. Illegal man downfield for Capital and pass interference against the Wildcats. 2nd and 8.
10-yard line.
So sometimes that happens whenever your offensive blocking scheme might be a little bit more aggressive, in which case your quarterback has to know, I got to get rid of that ball. That's a 1-2 ball out, because those linemen, they're trying to move linebackers and everything else. So when they're
timeout Capital, they were bringing in subs there.
Timeout.
And very little time on the game clock.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Capital has to be careful subbing in. Last time they were subbing in that many players at once, they had too many men on the field.
Yep.
So, with that timeout, we're going to be right back after this.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Back here at Underwood Field, 2nd and 8 for the Capital Cougars at their Wildcats 10-yard line. Isabel back to pass.
Oh.
Incomplete. Looks like he was trying to do a quick pass to Johnson. He just wasn't there yet. He wasn't turned around yet.
Johnson, the ball came before he was expecting it.
Yep. Well, and if you also look, Johnson runs a different route.
Yeah, he ran to the outside.
Yep. Third down. Capital can get a first down here.
Another incomplete. 4th and 8 for Capital.
So it looks like they can get a first down if they can get to the 2.
Very important play call for Capital. You have to get a score on this drive. You don't want
Nitro's defense. See if they can keep this hold on this this drive here.
Yep.
Flag on play.
Yeah, number 2 was never set the whole time. Quarterback needed to just wait just another half a minute. Oh, they gave it to the defense on that. I thought number 2 didn't have his feet set for Capital.
Very much more manageable 4th down for the Wildcats. 4th and 4.
Second game clock to 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You got it.
Isabel back to pass. Incomplete. Turnover on. Another turnover on downs for the Wildcats.
So you got Nitro taking over at their, 5-yard line? Yep.
Nitro takes over on downs at its own 5-yard line.
Not ideal starting position for the Wildcats, but they've had such a good offensive drives going that I'm sure this will be no problem.
Yep. Well, especially they've been attacking a little more of the ground game this second half, especially after some costly penalties in the first half. It's kind of nice to know that they can really drive on this ground game. I mean, you got 95 yards. If you can drive this on without having to even throw, talk about just wasting away an entire quarter. Oh, ball's on the ground. And Capital says they have it, and Capital has it. Boy, I think you called this is kind of what happened at the start of the game.
I mean, it just Sowers just never had it. He never had it.
Pitts recovered the ball. Zion Pitts was the one that intercepted the short screen pass at near the end of the first half of the last Capital Nitro game and took it in for the touchdown. Yep. This is his area of the field.
Now it's 1st and goal at the 5 for the Capital Cougars. Flag on the play.
And I don't think you had lineman moving.
False start against Capital. Backing him up now. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Every time Capital seems to be getting gaining some momentum or what have you, a penalty kind of puts them back the wrong direction.
Yep.
It's like they get too excited. Isabel back to pass.
And
sacked by Cohen Lusher.
Philly with his second sack of the night.
I mean, quarterback's he's got to have an internal clock in his head. 1, 2, I got to get that ball out. Because, I mean, Nitro's been coming after him.
And that looks like it's going to be the end of the third quarter. You scored here, Nitro 28, Capital 7. A quick update on the North Marion Kaiser game. North Marion is up in the fourth quarter, 35-17. Again, the winner of tonight's game will either go on to play North Marion or Kaiser.
And it's starting as we go into the fourth quarter here. It's starting more and more like Nitro's going to North Marion.
12 minutes to drive up I-79.
Oh, the longest drive ever. Played my college football at Fairmont State, so I know 79, and it does not matter how you drive, it still takes the same amount of time.
Back here, Isabel in the backfield along with Johnson. Isabel back to pass, sacked by Cohen Lusher.
Sacked again, man. Can we point out that they were at the 5-yard line, and now they're 3rd and goal from almost Putnam County.
I don't think they have positive yards at all here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of sense of urgency.
The ball back to pass.
At the ground, throws it at the ground.
Intended for Whitehead, and it just looked like it wasn't high enough. He just threw it basically right at the ground.
Not setting his feet. Once again, when you've been hit and you've been rocked so much, you're not setting your feet. You're trying to get that ball out as quick as possible because you're hearing footsteps.
If he could have completed that pass, there was plenty of turf for him to run around.
We started out, 1st and goal from the 5. Now a 4th and goal from the 19. Flags on the play.
Flags on the play. Looks like you got encroachment.
5 yards, still 4th and goal for the Capital Cougars.
Come on, defense!
Isabel back to pass. Incomplete. And that was just good coverage there by
really good coverage.
Dawson Hill,
yeah,
with the coverage there, knocking that pass away at the last moment, right there.
That was a great pass, just better defense.
You know, it's almost like we've seen this before.
So nobody's going to say anything about Groundhog Day?
Now, can Nitro capitalize on this?
Got to hold on to the ball.
Who's in the backfield?
Sowers.
Both Ratcliffe and Porter on the sidelines.
Duffy back to pass. Caught by Thompson.
Beautiful catch.
And you know, people say that's why he is a West Virginia commit.
What a pretty catch. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That was an excellent video capture, too, by our camera crew on that one. That was great.
Student run operation, Nitro Sports Network.
Hand off to Soward.
Good
Got
run.
the first down. About the 39-yard line. Good offensive possession for the Wildcats. Duffy back to pass. Screen pass to Porter.
Looks like we got, oh, they're going to mark him. Are they going to mark him just short?
Looks like it's going to be second in inches for the Wildcats. Hand off to Sowards up the middle. Flag on the play.
And he's free. Got a flag on the play. What is the flag? Great touchdown run if it stands. Just nobody home.
Looks like it's going to be against the Wildcats, though. Holding against the offense. That penalty is declined. Block below the waist.
Oh, that's a killer 15-yard penalty. Well, that erases the score off the board. And great run.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got Sowards in the backfield. You know, he doesn't get a lot of touches. Flag on the play.
Another flag on the play.
Doesn't look like that H-back was set.
No, it doesn't look like he had his feet set before the ball was snapped. Yeah, he wasn't all the way set.
So he can keep his feet chopping. It's the moment he starts to go forward is where the penalty happens. And that's what you see when that replay is his feet, he was still going, but the minute his chop went forward, that's when the illegal motion occurs. That's why if you're there early, just chop your feet. Just don't go forward.
Duffy back to pass. Overthrown to Thompson.
Dangerous pass. Throws Thompson. Thompson literally has 3 guys around him.
Third long now for the Wildcats. Third about 20. Duffy handout off to Sowards. Got a few yards. Now it's 4th and long. You know, that wasn't a bad play call by the Wildcats. Trying to get it a little bit closer so they can punt it away. You're up by 3 scores. Why try and force something?
I think you had a mix-up on the offensive line because you had 2 different sets of linemen pulling in different directions. And offensive linemen don't just false pull. So there's not a design play.
Timeout for the Wildcats. With this timeout, I'm going to read a couple of our sponsors now. GoMart, founded in West Virginia and proud to support its schools, athletes, and communities, supporting the state high school championships. GoMart celebrates the spirit that brings us together. Go for good times, go for GoMart. West Virginia WVUM Thomas Hospitals. When it comes to your family's health, trust WVU Medicine, Thomas Hospitals. From routine checkups to advanced surgical procedures, world-class care is available close to home. WVU Medicine, Thomas Hospitals. Wildcats gonna punt it away to Capital. Notice Boo McKinney is playing this playoff game a lot smarter than he was playing last year's first round playoff game against Shady Springs.
End over end punt.
Almost stopped. Capital only has half the field to go. Wasn't the most ideal punt that they wanted.
No, and there's still 9:18 on the clock. It's a 3-score game. But Capital's also got to work with a little bit of urgency. I think that last drive they really didn't have. They weren't in much of a hurry for it. And, when you're down 3 scores and you're, at that time we were still in the third quarter, you still need to move with a little bit of urgency being down 3.
Isabel in the backfield alone.
Yeah,
flag
delay.
Yep,
that sat at 0 for a while too.
You can't have that coming right out of an exchange. You gotta be ready to go.
1st and 15 now for Capital.
In many cases, each team has been their own worst enemy tonight.
Yes.
Malachi Thompson in for defense.
And now you got Nitro with a timeout.
Second timeout gone for Nitro. And with this timeout, we're going to be right back after this.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
58-14. It's Gopher.
Back here at Underwood Field. Couple of playoff scores for you.
42-24.
Yeah, you got North Marion up 42 on Kaiser 24. So I'd say, and they're in the fourth quarter, I'd say that's about locked.
Isabel back to pass. Quick pass.
Delivering a shot. Boy, about this half, about every time Capital has had something productive, they have paid the price for it in this half.
Isabel with the quarterback keeper didn't get much of anything on that play.
And was once again had a shot delivered on him.
So things stay the same right now, with Nitro holding a comfortable 28-7 lead and North Marion winning their game. It would set up a matchup between Nitro going up north, taking on North Marion.
They go back to pass. Flag on the play. Looked like it's most likely going to be holding against the offense.
You notice a lot of referees in the stands?
I have seen a few. Yeah,
I mean,
just a few.
They were making the call before the yellow flag even came out.
10-yard penalty.
Boy, as good as Capital looked to start this game, after coming into halftime, I thought this game would still be tight, but Nitro's really tightened themselves up and locked down, and I mean they've been defensively taking some absolute shots at Capital too.
3rd-and-12 now for the Capital Cougars. Flag on the play.
Lined up in the neutral.
Sideline wing against the Wildcats. Now it's 4th-and-12.
Capital is going to take a timeout now.
And with this timeout, we're going to be right back after this.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by
Back here at Underwood Field. Isabel back to pass. Good rush by Isabel. Got brought down the first down. What we were talking about over the break is if Nitro wins and North Marion wins, will the away team gets to choose the date. Now, will Boone choose Friday or Saturday? If I had to guess, I'm sure he's probably going to choose Saturday. Probably an early morning Saturday just to throw him off.
And here's my argument on possibly not Saturday and playing Fridays. You've had weeks of setting up this routine. Your Friday routine is dialed. You've done it week in and week out now. Why change yourself up? You're a well-oiled machine at this point. You've got this game pretty well handled. You're barring nothing major happening, you're not going to have a whole lot of injuries. Maybe just keep the Friday schedule. Get out a little bit early from school. Your routine still stays the exact same because sometimes with kids, you mess up a little bit of a routine, they're off. What was it when WVU was playing Houston? They talked about Houston had an early start.
First down for Capital.
And they blamed that on Houston's sluggish start, even though Houston ended up losing that game.
Well, I'm agreeing with both of you. But again, the point of the routine that Boom and the staff have got these kids in by playing on Friday, they remain, other than the bus ride from Nitro up to North Marion.
Yeah, but also, North Marion is in that same routine, so why not try and switch it up a little bit and throw in
point well taken.
A Saturday game, and because this game's only going to be close as it is, 4 and 5 seed. I wouldn't be surprised if even they picked the 1 o'clock game.
I hate playing the Saturday game because then you gotta try. You have to make sure you get players to the stadium so you can get them here. Because normally when you got buses and you've already got the players here, you don't have to worry about trying to get them here to get them to the bus to get them there. So.
Second and 6 for the Capital Cougars. Looks like Patterson is going to have a little bit of an injury there.
Get the starters out. Come out of there.
This time last year against Shady Springs, starters still in the game, and things went downhill real quick, and Nitro had lost a few players against Bridgewater the next week.
Flag on the play.
Against Bridgeport, rather.
Got a flag. Or was that Fernando? I think it was Fernando on the catch. And looks like it's on Capital.
Holding against Capital, 10-yard penalty. But also, you might want to take your starters out because you don't want to get injured. Just like Xavier Patterson, limping off the field.
The clock operator who's working on
the clock is running. Chris Lawrence on the CHS network talking about your father there, Jordan.
Flag, another flag.
What do you know? Another flag.
I thought Flag Day was in June.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should ask the officials at the end of this, what do they wash their laundry with at the end of the game?
If they don't have tied patches on their shirts as sponsors, they're missing a good opportunity.
I don't know. Maybe it should be a little bit of Downy Ultra Soft.
Illegal man downfield against the Wildcats. Not the Wildcats, against the Cougars. Probably left this game. My hand will be getting tired. Low snap. Getting rushed. Another sack by Cohen Lusher.
Oh, and he's a little bit slower to get up now.
He's been taking a beating tonight.
Yes, he has. He's still down. He's down.
You know, that's Cohen's second or third sack of the night, putting him at least 20 for the season.
You know, looking ahead, it looks like Nitro against North Marion. So we'll talk about that matchup in just a little bit.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
Rid of the
back here at Underwood Field. While we were away, West called a holding against the defense, 10-yard penalty,
which gets rid of the sack. So I mean, we're talking. It's a 30-yard swing.
Isabel. No, that's Fernando.
You know, as many penalties as been called tonight, I would not be surprised if we see one in a timeout.
Yep. Well, I mean, keep in mind, we've already had a sideline warning, so yeah, it's a very real possibility. Both teams have had a sideline warning.
Fernando back to pass. Ooh, flag on the play.
We got a flag on the play.
I mean, that is definitely against.
And you have two. You have a Nitro player down and a Capital player down as they collided together.
Right on the
I mean, that's
let him play.
Yeah.
Let him play. Austin Hill was the defender on that play.
Still have one Capital player down. Hill was able to get up. The Capital player did end up getting to be able to walk, but then as Dudley started walking, he immediately fell back down. And with this injury, we're going to be right back after this.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Back here at Underwood Field. The flag on the play. Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards. First down now for Capital.
Called that on Austin Hill. I just think, I mean, the two of them
It's a
going
bang
for the
bang
ball.
play. I mean, we had it earlier in the game. There was a pass interference by Capital. There was a bang bang play.
Fernando back to pass, getting rushed by Lusher.
Smart
almost sacked.
Smart to just throw it away, and he pins it right to the sideline.
He threw it to the concession stand over on the visitor side there.
Hey, how about the upset we got brewing here? We got Robert C. Bird, number 14 seed, is currently up on number 3 seed Fairmont Senior in the fourth quarter, 36-28. That'd be a shakeup.
A big shakeup makes Bridgeport's trip to Charleston that much easier.
Yeah.
Love to see the Wildcats playing Leyland Field and everything, but AAA is going through Bridgeport, gentlemen.
Yes. I think Bridgeport could probably compete with Quad A the way they run.
Yeah, but also, you never know. A team could play too cocky and mess
Like
up
a true alumni of the Nitro Wildcats here.
No, I always got to root for the Wildcats.
Heck yeah.
But Fernando with the quarterback keeper got nowhere, got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Big day for your university today. A memorable day in the history of Marshall University. You're a student there now. This was the 55th anniversary of the plane crash that killed 75 players, coaches, and administrators, and some boosters and everything right there outside the Huntington Airport. It had to be a solemn day on campus.
I mean, we have a memorial every year. Very sad day, very sad week. Fernando back to pass. Another sack for the Wildcats.
And we have a turnover on downs. Nitro takes over. So now it makes you wonder, does Nitro leave their starters out there, or do they start to pull them to start to save them up for next week? Because we got 2:52 to go, and, you got a 3-score lead.
Yeah, I mean, but, all day Nitro just needs to run the ball, run the clock out.
Especially, you got Takai,
and the game's over.
Yeah, well, you got Takai. He's injured. He injured himself earlier in the game, which he's out there right now.
You haven't seen Ratcliffe since the second quarter, midway through the second quarter. Don't know if he's hurt or what have you. Porter get banged up.
Duffy back to pass. Quick screen pass to Schaefer.
Stay in bounds.
Runs out of bounds.
Don't know why you're running out of bounds there.
Oh,
nice stiff arm.
2 of them.
$2:46 to go.
Sowards in the backfield again.
Hand off to Sowards.
There we go. That's a good run.
And off the Sowards, tackled by Joe Green.
I do like the complimentary running, though, of Sowards and Takai, because, I mean, you've got, Takai that's just going to burst and, he's shifty and everything else. Then you got Sowards here that's just, I'm going to go north, and I will take as many of you with me as humanly possible. Waiting that clock down. There we go. Using some clock.
Another handoff to Sowards.
There we
Running
go.
the ball.
Just running. I think that is enough for a first down.
Gentlemen, that's ball game.
Your game, first down, Wildcats.
Hey, but you know what? Give it up to Capital. They're a young team. Playing with a lot of underclassmen, and you know what? Carp's second year taking the program back, and they're back in playoff contention.
Ooh, I don't know why you're passing it there, but
128 left in the.
Joey Burnett, broken up by Harris. I'm sorry, broken up by Thomas.
it is official. North Marion has beaten Kaiser. So, most likely the Wildcats will be going up to Fairmont. Fumble.
Oh, dangerous.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder why he didn't just run the ball the first down.
Now we got a.
Oh, he got thrown. The fans were complaining that he jumped on the when he recovered the fumble. But one of the Wildcat players actually threw the defender into the quarterback there.
Less than a minute to go here. Duffy back to pass to Burnett. Little screen pass there.
Stay in bounds.
First down, and that will most likely be the end of the game. Now the Wildcats, all they need to do is kneel the football.
Yep. I don't even think they actually need to kneel it.
No, they don't.
Nope, there's a 3-second difference. They don't even have to run another play.
Yep, and that will be the end of the game
right there.
Your final score being the Wildcats 28, Capital 7. A lot better game for the Wildcats against Capital the second time around.
Yes, it was.
And we will be right back with the recap right after these messages.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant, just off Canal Turnpike in South Georgia.
Back here at Underwood Field, again, the Wildcats beat the Capital Cougars. Little recap of the game. First two core scores of the game were with the Wildcats. Chris Radcliffe had a 31-yard passing touchdown and a 37-yard rushing touchdown. Now, Capital only score of the game happened in the first half. It was a 1-yard run with Isabel. And then in here in the second half, it was all Nitro. All Nitro. We had Thompson in for the touchdown.
And then Porter had
the touchdown.
So Jordan, basically, Dustin, it means a trip up north now for the Wildcats next week. They'll be taking on North Marion up in the Fairmont area. It should be a game that if the Wildcats can win, they're going to Charleston.
Yep. Well, no, not necessarily, because then we have to either play Bridgeport or Robert C. Byrd. in our bracket. Then we go up to Lakeview.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So once again, the road leads to Bridgeport.
Yep, it sure does. Again, the final tonight, 28-7, as Nitro wins the opening game of the playoffs here at Underwood Field. Jordan Murphy, Dustin Ressler, Joe Stevens, bidding you a good night. Thanks to the crew upstairs. It's a student-run operation here at the Nitro Sports Network. Our executive producer, Joe Oliver. Good night, everybody.
Well,